7:19 on February 8, 2026. And I'm out here after giving some baby goats some warm milk from a bottle. And I'm having to head off these goats that were heading out, leaving and going to a gateway that I left open last night. They could get off and around to the other property, which means they got to go over the other land and everything. It's just something that's got to stop. We got multiple. Oh, the goats are coming right out of the gateway, so we got to make sure that we get the Billy here. Come on, ma, ma. This guy was, we believe, attacked by dogs, traumatized, and was missing the other day. And we found him out here and brought him back in the evening. And we want to keep him at home here. So I gotta get him back here, shut the gate. Let me show you something here. Just let me get him back first. Come on, slow boy. The girl, she came more quickly when I called, but he's still a bit traumatized by the dog attacks. Okay, come on, ma. Stay in here, come on. Let me shut that gate, ma. See, goats will go. They will go to where there's open land, they'll range. They want to travel miles in a day, and definitely in the frosty winter morning. They're not hanging around, folks. They want to go where the sun is shining, where they can keep moving and keeping warm and finding different things to forage on out there. So, you got to get up early. No, I've had a lot of situations. I got to get it before any light. Now, here are others who came around to this side. Now I've got to make sure that other gate is closed, otherwise they can get out here. Oh, good bush. So I got to go back through this gate and go around there and make sure that there's another gate that's closed. Sorry, it's complex. It's a property that isn't so linear. There's lakes and swamps and woods and a lot of convolutions that defy the logical mind, but they're adapted to the situation. I'll show you here. Okay, so these guys are contained behind this gate, but over on the other side of this fence here, they can stay contained all the way down to the perimeter there if this other gate is closed. But I can't recall whether I closed it the last time I went through it or not, so I gotta take a look. I mean, every time I pass through here, I gotta pass through 3 or 4 gates. So designed so that vehicles can pass through without having to worry about goats getting through openings is extremely important. Now that'll be solved by cutting some small gates through some of the fence lines, like right here. Here's a small gateway that we need to finish out, and we're gonna run the field fence down here. So those goats could connect to these two areas without us opening the gate for the vehicle. Same thing over here. We can put a small gate down there between this one and that one. Now this whole area has a greenhouse. It's getting fenced right in here, and there's a roundabout right here with another gateway here, another gateway here. You get it? There's a lot of gateways, a lot of pathways, so there has to be goat gateways and vehicle gateways, and in some cases an additional fence, like right down here on the sides of this road right here. There has to be an additional fence, otherwise we drive through here, goats come in, get through a gate. So this is another thing we're going to need funding in time for, another fence line right here down to the perimeter. By the way, there's a gate down there. There's 3 gates that you can see right now down there, and there'll be a 4th gate down there. So it's complex, folks. It's not like a big cattle ranch where you just got long fence lines and just pay your minimal amount per linear foot for fencing. No, it stacks up. When you got multiple short runs everywhere with a big H brace at each end of that short run, and all the additional costs for the cross members on the H brace, the wire, the tensioner on the H brace, the tensioner at the wire, the ground wire in between, the tensioner at the upper wires. Folks, the cost per linear foot goes multiples beyond your typical cattle ranch fencing, okay? Goat fencing is more expensive by far. No matter how much land you have, you still need to fence in a lot more smaller areas for goats and rotate them more frequently, and it just, the expense goes up. Now you add to that rare breeds, multiple breeds, many times need to be separations, multiple billies, young goats that need to be protected so they aren't mated by billies at certain times of the year. You add these factors in and the cost goes up and up and up and up. Enjoy the frost while it lasts, folks. It's getting towards the middle of February. In just a few weeks, it's going to be warming up, and the last thing you'll be complaining about is cool temperatures. You'll be jumping in the lake several times during the day. You will not have a problem, folks. So enjoy the cool while you can, because it doesn't last forever. It's a very short winter here in this part of the world. Northwest Florida, southern Alabama, zone 8. Right, pup? Right. He wants to play. You want to play, don't you?